dedication, hard work. Alright. I bet. Let's get into it, bro. Alright. I bet. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Hey. Dun, dun. Yes, sir. Hey. No! Alright, let's do this one.
Goals deter you from taking actions that make you great because it makes you different.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute,
Or an hour, or a day, or even a year.
but eventually
It will subside.
and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
We all want to be a beast. Do you know what a beast is? A beast is someone who can walk through hell and be grateful that their legs are working. A beast is someone who has lost everything and is grateful for the opportunity to get everything back and more. A beast is somebody who has hit rock bottom and says, this is amazing, it's only up from here. That's a beast.
If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your fucking mind, but you also have to have
I like my hair.
iron and will. You don't want to work out every day. There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep, but if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep. That's will, dude.
When we
That's
talk
will.
about excellence, we are talking about an obsession to outwork and outperform everybody in the room.
What is your current standard on life, on excellence, on how you pursue things, how you operate? Basically, when you show up, do you show up in an excellent way? Do you show up with an average way?
When others are sleeping, you need to be awake. Work on having an excellent, driven mindset. Sure, there are going to be some times and you're going to just fall to the left and you may even fall to the right. You may even fall back. Learn from your mistakes. Grow from your mistakes. And become unique. But never quit. Don't stop moving forward.
Most people are totally okay with decent. But I ain't talking about most people. I'm talking about you. You want to be a great one? You want to be great? Let me break it down to you. Listen to me. Are you only okay with excellence? Until excellence is the only option, we got something to work on. Until excellence is the only thing you'll settle for, we got work to do, my friend. Before you can be excellent, you must first see what excellence looks like.
Decision that from this day forward, excellence will be the description of everything you do. Like high performance and high achievement, it's just who you have become.
I'm gonna be somebody. You're gonna be misunderstood by everybody because you're gonna be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes. Man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you just damn motivated? Your talent ain't gonna do shit for you.
Yeah.
Because this is what it takes. This is what the it takes. And you gotta get it from wherever you can. I don't quit. You know, I may not make it the first time.
Yeah.
But I'll come back. To get there, luck ain't gonna happen.
I feel kind of dumb, but I miss you.
Trend twins.
All about sacrifice. All about people talk about discipline.
Discipline
but
not enough.
sometimes discipline is not enough. No, all about sacrifice.
You must strive for excellence. Sometimes you gotta bleed for excellence. Sometimes you gotta cry for excellence. Nobody can do that for you. Kobe saw Mike. He saw what excellence looked like. And he knew what it took. Then he committed to excellence and didn't let himself off the hook until he got it. You gotta go and see what excellence looks like. Whatever you're pursuing, go and see what it looks like. You're gonna figure out what it takes to be excellent.
It's not enough to just say, how bad do you want it? Okay, go be excellent. That's not enough. If you're like me, you're pragmatic. You need the how too. I need you to understand that this is not about doing more than it is about becoming. If you can become excellent internally, if you can master your psychology, then everything you do is excellent. If you can master character, if you can master integrity, if you can master humility, if you can stay hungry and humble.
But it won't be easy. You got to earn it. Don't get aggravated. Don't get emotional. Put your mind in motion. Put your soul in motion. Put your heart in motion. And let your excellence flow through your veins.
My football coach used to tell me, how you do anything
is how you do everything.
If you have selective excellence, then there is a malfunction in your character and integrity.
Can I ask you a question? What are you holding back for? Why are you holding back? Who are you holding back for? You afraid to show somebody up? You want to be too big? You don't want nobody hating on you? Don't you ever play small. Play big, my friend. Don't you ever play small for nobody. Play big. And be the best you that you can be.
Excellence is what will define our true purpose in this world. You may feel that because you're feeling so much, you're so good and you're so excellent at feeling, but you're not realizing that you're growing from your failures. You're becoming more powerful. You are educating yourself. You are realizing that your excellence is being nourished. It's going to get stronger. You are planting the seed.
What is your standard right now? If your standard ain't excellent, what is it going to take for you to get there? A little bit more. You got to agree that if you're not operating in an excellent mindset, it's going to require a little bit more. Sometimes it ain't even a whole lot more. Sometimes you're close. Just a little bit more to turn a C into a B. Just a little bit more to turn a B into an A. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bit more.
None of us are perfect. It is something that seems to be so far away. It almost seems like it cannot be touched. But this is why we continue to work towards it. To work towards perfection. To work towards being the best of ourselves. You may feel that maybe you're so good at failing, you don't even realize that the more you're failing, you're learning.
Excellence is taking full responsibility for your future.
Good ass video, Sanchez. Good ass video. What? Get the fuck out of here, boy. Get the fuck out of here, boy. Mary? Nah. I ate Burger King today, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, if I zoom out, I can see more videos. That was smart. We should watch later. How you do anything is how you do everything. Road to 10 million part 1. No way. Togi uploaded?
A couple buttons, and then you have 5 to 10 times more money, and then you do it 10 times, and that, boom, $10 million. It's pretty sweet.
Yo.
Yeah, don't stop. Complicated story. It turns out making a car fast is not as simple as just gambling with these. Did you just whisper his banker?
He just gambling the whole time. It's funny.
3.
Nice. $150,000. It's the first time we cracked Vegas. Road to 10 million is at 1.3 million or so. 300K preferees. That's like
God.
incredible. It's the best. You ever just swim around in your money? Look at this. Take a look. Pick of me swimming in my freaking $300,000 baby. Oh, what a heater that was, huh, bud? Play with my money too hard. All right, get it back. We gotta collect all this. Go bet on the Super Bowl.
No days off. Every day is an opportunity to make some cash money, Milish. Check it out. Super Bowl.
Damn, that shit old. Super Bowl?
They're minus 120. So
Shit old.
Oh, yeah, the Chiefs, I mean. Die, Eagles, die. Die, Eagles, die. And I guess to you guys at home, you know if I won or not. I'm still waiting to find out.
Lost. Yeah, that shit old, bro. Hold on, I need to grok. Hold on. When was the Super Bowl? When was the Super Bowl days ago? Damn, it took him 2 months to upload that shit. That's crazy. Insane, Togi.
And overall,
I had so much fun.
Would you do it again?
Yo!
I want to do it again.
What are you waiting for?
The next time.
The next one, okay, yeah.
Aren't you fighting?
I should be. I was supposed to be fresh. It's crazy. I was supposed to be fighting. I was supposed to be headlining tonight.
Really?
And the guy backed out of the fight. Yeah, which is disappointing. But I'll get him. I'll get him one in the future, for sure. I really want to. I've been training. You know, so I'm actually about to go to the gym right now before I do anything fun. I'm about to get that done.
2.
What would you rate Grand Risk 1 through 10?
10.
And
wow.
Who's your favorite celebrity tonight in the crowd?
Ice Spice.
Did you say hi?
No, but I wanted to. But I didn't. I got shy.
I saw you were making friends with the Bot House girls.
Oh, they came up to me and they're like, "You're such a baddie."
Don't get corrupted by them.
Recruit me.
Don't. Oh, do they really? No.
Yo.
Stay far away from them.
They just said, "You're such a baddie." They're nice. I don't know them. But
Stay far away from them.
The other girl knew them.
Oh, okay.
Alice.
The one with the huge ass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, do not get corrupted by them.
Damn. Did bro edit this? Rain bet. Aiden knows what he's doing. Merchant. Why did you go iron sneaker like that? Yo. Wait, what? No way. Citrus is dating the ring girl. No way. No way. It's part of the contract. There's no way. Well, the point I don't think they're dating. I don't think they're dating. That's funny. Bro, that is not fine shit, bro. No, bro. No Chibu. She mid, bro. She only got ass. Yellow teeth at that. Damn. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, that night, he was like, I follow you, bro.
Like, flat. I'm like, what the fuck? Bieber walked in. That's when Justin Bieber walked in. That shit was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. He seen me and this nigga, like, flat. I'm like, what the fuck? Then he was like, bro, I'll fuck with you, bro. I'm like, I'll fuck with you, bro. Dapped him up. That shit was crazy. It was lit. Shout out Justin Bieber. And then, no, I'm not on any drugs right now, nigga. What it look like, nigga? You know I'm not on. Bieber walked in. That's when Justin.
Wait. Why does he use this? Why does he use the XLR? You don't need it.
Shit was crazy, bro. I'm not.
Join ARL. Why am I kicked? Why? I can't rejoin again? Why?
I rebuilt my X community. It's so positive. He was like, oh, it's from Kick. It's from Kick. You know, who's your platform? Bro, I have the most positive X community in the world right now. You could literally look at it. It's the most positive X community. It's just a stupid narrative. Oh, Kick community this. We cut that grass. We did this the right way. John, what you said, building a streaming community on Kick is fun. Because these people, guess what? They don't want to say about my community, bro. I rebuilt my X community. It's so positive. He was like, oh, it's from Kick. It's from Kick. You know who's here.
No shoppers running or like the fight night. Looking at Sneeko more than her. Than him. Why? It is what it is, bro. I don't even want to be in it.
Then do it, bro. Stand up, do something. Stand up and do something. Just do something then.
No way.
So do something about it. Fight me. You're gonna go to sleep, old man. You're unk status now. Oh shit. Alright. No, come on, man. Alright. Then do it.
Yo! Shaq meme. There's the retired one. The retired. I can't find it, bro. Yeah, I can't find it, dog. Yeah, it's like one of these. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? And alright, chat. Alright. Alright. One more reaction. One more.
Scams.
I'm gonna be live for like 2 hours, bro. So like, I'm gonna just get this shit over with. You know. He's doing on my daughter.
New cut.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright.
In human history, the Charles Ponzi. The word Ponzi probably sounded familiar to you and instantly made you think of fraud or scams or schemes. And you're exactly right. Ponzi schemes are an extremely well-known and unfortunately well-used type of scam. But what I'm discussing is the original Ponzi scheme, named after Charles Ponzi, a man who ran one of the largest financial scams of his time and was so influential with his scams that they literally named the method of fraud after him. Charles Ponzi didn't necessarily invent the Ponzi scheme technique, but he did have one of the most impactful uses of it originally, making him the grandfather of financial fraud, scams, and the Ponzi scheme. Charles was born on March 3rd, 1880.
Damn, these scammers, bro.
One of the longest names I've ever seen. His full name was Carlo Pietro Giovanni Guglielmo Tebaldo Ponzi. That's right, that's 6 names. Like, is it 1 first name, 4 middle names, and 1 last name? 2 first names, 2 middle names, 2 last names? 6 first names? I don't know. It may not come as a surprise that Mr. Charles, 6-name Ponzi, was born in northern Italy, in case the names didn't already give that away. According to interviews and his own biography, Ponzi found a love for earning and spending money at a young age. And he even said, quote, spending money seemed the most attractive thing on earth. Now, that's easy to say when you're spending time in universities with your rich friends and they're covering your tab. But once you need to start paying your own bills, that's when things get tough. And that's exactly what happened to Charles Ponzi, as he ended up leaving university with no money in his pocket and no diploma to show for his time at the school. And because of this, Ponzi decided that his best course of action was to follow in the footsteps of some of his family members and go to America to seek new opportunities. Now, in the late 1800s, early 1900s, that was relatively common, and a lot of Italians were emigrating to the United States from Italy, although not many of them ended up doing what Ponzi did. After arriving in America, Ponzi worked odd jobs, trying to get some sort of cash flow in this new life he had begun, although he couldn't hold the job down for long because he was often caught stealing. Once he likely burned too many bridges in the States, he then decided to move to Canada. Once in Canada, he found his first real career as a bank teller at a bank that was specifically made for Italian immigrants coming to Canada. He was obviously a shoo-in, and because of this, combined with his people skills, he was able to quickly climb the ladder of the company. And this really marks the turning point, where his petty theft turns into widespread financial fraud. Now, it wasn't with this bank where he committed the fraud that we're going to end up discussing, although it's definitely where the seed was planted, because the bank that he was working for actually ended up going under, because the founder of this bank, Luigi Zarassi, was actually running a Ponzi scheme out of this bank, offering high interest rates to customers and paying out those interest payments from new deposits. And once this bank collapsed, Ponzi's career also collapsed, leaving him once again with no money and no direction. And during this time, he actually got caught with a fake check and went to prison for 3 years, which he served, and then after his time was up, he went back to the United States. And once back in the States, he obviously started a new life, right? He was a clean man. He went to jail. He learned his lesson. No. His first job, once back in the States, was actually smuggling Italian immigrants into the United States, which he got caught for and served an additional 2 years. And after this second stint in jail and 2 more failed businesses, Ponzi decided that it was time to get rich, for real. And this is where his big scheme and all of his criminal career comes together.
Yo.
And he decides to run his first Ponzi scheme. Now, we're going to be talking about Ponzi schemes a lot, so if you're not
So he was thinking of it in jail?
familiar with what a Ponzi scheme is? In short, it's the old adage of robbing Peter to pay Paul. What you essentially do is take money from Group A. Let's say Group A gives you money because you tell them you're going to double their money. And then you get Group B and C to give you money under the same deal that you're going to help them double their money. You take Group B and C's money and give it to Group A. You officially now doubled their money. But now Group B and C want their money doubled, right? So you need Group D and E, new investors, to pay Group C and B. And essentially,
yo!
Where you need new
That's what course sellers do. Yo! Yo, nah. Caught. That's what course sellers do.
people to pay off old debts, while at the same time keeping the entire lie concealed that you actually don't have the money that you say you have, and that there is no investment or accumulation of wealth going on. You're simply perpetually in debt and allowing new investors to pay the debt to old investors, and nobody's really making money. And as soon as you stop getting new investors, everything falls apart. That's the long and short of a Ponzi scheme. But what makes Ponzi seem so insane is the scale that some people take it, which is what we're going to discuss. So after jail and failed business after failed business after failed job, how exactly did Charles Ponzi plan to get rich? What was the original Ponzi scheme? It actually involved postage coupons. Obviously, in the early 1900s, like literally 1906, there was no iMessage, there was no Instagram, there's no text, there's nothing. And letters were huge. And during this time, there was something known as an international reply coupon. And what it was basically a courtesy. Let's say that you're in the United States and you're writing a letter to your friend in the United Kingdom. You might pay 25 cents to send your letter to your friend. But as a courtesy, you might not want to make them spend their own money to reply to you because they didn't ask for you to reach out to them, right? So this international reply coupon is something that you would buy, put in the letter that you're sending to your friend, so that when your friend opened the letter, they had a coupon to send you a letter back free of charge to them, because you already paid for it. Makes sense and seems simple enough. But to Ponzi, this wasn't simply a courtesy, this was an arbitrage opportunity. You see, as a scammer, Ponzi was always looking for people to pick up his business ideas. And because of that, he was sending letters constantly to people that he was pitching business ideas to. And one day, he got a letter back from a company in Spain. And this company included an international reply coupon in the letter. And one thing that Ponzi noticed was that the price on this international reply coupon from Spain was different than the price of the ones he could buy in the States. States. Now, this is interesting because on paper, all of the
Yo.
coupons are supposed to have the same cash price. But because of World War I, inflation affected different areas differently, meaning that although the prices may have remained the same, the values of the currencies have not, which meant that there was an opportunity for Ponzi to make some money. For simple math, let's say that you in the United States could buy one of these reply coupons for 5 cents USD, and your friend in the United Kingdom could buy a stamp for 5 pence. Assuming at one point these currencies had the exact same value, both you and your friend are paying the same amount for these coupons. However, let's say inflation affected the UK more than it did the US during World War I, and now the Great British Pound is worth 10% less compared to the US dollar. There's an opportunity, because while the prices of each of these items is still the same, the relative value of the money that your friend in the UK is buying them for is less. Meaning that if you converted 500 US dollars for 550 Great British Pounds, you could get 11,000 international reply coupons. And if you sold those 11,000 international reply coupons in the United States, you would get 550 US dollars. So through this clever strategy, you were able to turn $500 into 550 US dollars. And that's the basis of this scam. And while that process is known as arbitrage and isn't a scam, that's just an opportunity that exists between markets, what Ponzi ended up doing definitely was a scam. Ponzi started claiming that he could give people big returns because of this arbitrage opportunity. And he told potential investors that he had people all across Europe that were buying up these coupons in bulk, shipping them to the States where he was selling them for a profit. And that if you as an investor were looking to make some money, simply give him your money, he will buy these coupons and give you a return. And the return that he was claiming was massive. He claimed a 50% return in 45 days or an 100% return in 90 days. And if you're familiar with investing at all, those are insane returns. Now here's the thing, experienced investors at the time weren't falling for Ponzi's scheme. They knew his pitch seemed too good to be true, and when they pushed him about how this money was being made, Ponzi refused to give information under the guise that it would help with the competition. This obviously wasn't satisfactory to high-level investors, and for that reason they were interested. However, Ponzi was definitely able to fool the common folk, people who had aspirations of getting rich quick and didn't really know any better. And that ended up becoming the basis of the company that he started, the Securities Exchange Company. A company that would go on to become one of the largest scams of all time. Because of the massive returns that Ponzi was claiming and initially paying out, the word spread like wildfire. And it wasn't long until he had thousands and thousands of customers investing millions of dollars directly with him. And it's claimed that at the height of his career, he was pulling in over $250,000 per day, which is over $3 million a day in today's money. But in case this wasn't already obvious, nobody was buying these international reply coupons at all. Although that was technically a possible arbitrage opportunity, the operational logistics of operating that sort of scheme would have made no sense for investors. As after you paid people to buy these coupons, ship them overseas, and sell them domestically, that small 10% margin would have been eaten up. And if inflation ended up changing in any of these markets that they were operating in, the entire thing could have fallen apart anyways. That being said, Ponzi was telling investors that their money was going to fund this arbitrage opportunity, when in reality, it was going into his bank account, funding his lavish lifestyle, and paying out old investors. But all of the fun and games did not last long, because in the summer of 1920, everything came crashing down for Charles Ponzi. Essentially, what happened was Charles was not only getting popularity through word of mouth, but he was now getting media coverage. And one of the biggest newspapers in Boston, which he was living in at the time, posted a story about him and his rags to riches story and how he was able to provide such unheard of returns to his investors. It was great publicity and earned him additional millions. However, this newfound attention gathered newfound scrutiny, and it wasn't long until people started to investigate him. And shortly after this great PR came hit pieces, which weren't even hit pieces. They were just basically saying, hey, this guy has no money. Go get your money. And at that point, investors were like, yeah, I would like to get my money. And once it was proven that Charles Ponzi was not only insolvent, but also a criminal with a record in Canada and the States, investors were furious. And almost like a bank run, everybody wanted their money at once, which is obviously impossible with a Ponzi scheme, and the house of cards officially collapsed. It was later confirmed that Ponzi never sold any international reply coupons within the United States, and at the time of his arrest was $7 million in debt. Keep in mind, this is 1920 money. Charles Ponzi ended up being convicted of mail fraud, and the collapse of his Ponzi scheme actually resulted in the subsequent collapse of 6 other banks. And of course, the financial hardship and ruin of the tens of thousands of investors that trusted Charles Ponzi with their money. Some fortunate investors did receive 30 cents on the dollar back, and some received received nothing back at all. In total, investors at the time lost around $20 million, which calculated for today's money is over $300 million. Keep in mind, this is only over the course of literally a year. The scheme only started to gain traction in 1919, and the entire house of cards collapsed in 2020. And this was also 100 years ago, when the population was much smaller and financial markets were not nearly as developed as they were today. Regardless, Charles Ponzi is a pioneer of fraud and scams, which is definitely nothing to be proud of. And while this definitely isn't the biggest financial scam to ever happen, or even the most famous example of a Ponzi scheme happening, this was the first official Ponzi scheme. And Charles Ponzi is a grandfather of fraud. And for that reason, I knew his story deserved the first spot on this list. I could make an entire video about the craziest Ponzi schemes ever, but I wanted to keep this video about scams diverse. And for that reason, I decided why not pick the original. Let's move on. The Elizabeth Holmes scandal. What happens when you mix amazing PR with one of the most innovative and impactful medical devices to ever be invented? Well, you would get the youngest female.
This looks crazy.
And her name is Elizabeth Holmes.
She looks crazy. She looks crazy, bro.
Elizabeth Holmes went to Stanford University, where she dropped out at the age of 19. And she dropped out because she had bigger plans. She had plans of revolutionizing the entire medical industry. And in 2003, she founded the company in which she was going to do that with. The original name of the company was Real-Time Cures, but it was shortly after renamed to Theranos, a company that is now known as one of the largest scams in venture capital and human history. In 2004, only a year after its founding, Holmes was able to raise a total of $6 million in funding for her healthcare project. And in 6 short years, by the end of 2010, her company Theranos had over $92 million in venture capital investments, which basically just means rich business people invested in her company to help it grow so they could make a return on their investment. The reason why Elizabeth was able to gather almost $100 million in investor funds in only 7 years after founding the company isn't because she was the smoothest talker of all time, or because she had the craziest arbitrage opportunity. She had a very compelling idea in a market that was extremely profitable. As I mentioned, Theranos is a healthcare company, and the specific goal of Theranos was to develop a machine that could provide the most accurate and comprehensive analysis of your current health through only a minuscule few drops of blood. And the reason she claimed to have had this idea is because she was very scared of needles and realized that blood testing required a lot of blood and a lot of needles. Although, if you could develop a technology that only required a finger prick to gather important health information, more people would be willing to get this sort of testing. Testing could be done more easily and accessibly, and ultimately lives could be improved and even saved. Just think about it. If you could walk into a Walgreens, prick your finger, put a drop of blood onto a machine, and know basically everything about your body, diseases you might be at risk for, diseases you might have, and deficiencies you may have, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
And this, obviously simplified, is the story that Elizabeth Holmes was selling, specifically in the form of the Edison, the machine that Theranos was developing to do all of this magic work, where it could take a few drops of blood and analyze it and even diagnose the patient. Now, obviously, this is a video about scams, not medical breakthroughs. So what gives? Holmes had really big ideas, but unfortunately, she lacked big execution and integrity. See, in Silicon Valley, the idea of this up-and-coming medical company with the amazing results was gaining popularity, and obviously that showed with the investments being made. But Holmes' scheme was only further given credibility by the people she was surrounding herself by, specifically well-known, successful, and credible investors, and also board members, as well as former and current members of the United States government. And this was intentional on her part. She wanted to make herself and her company seem legit as possible, which is interesting because for a while, Theranos was in quote-unquote stealth mode, which essentially meant that it was not publicly facing at all. There was no website, no social media, simply a behind-the-scenes product that investors were getting in early before it went to market. Theranos at its peak was valued at over $9 billion, and even had a partnership with Walgreens, one of the largest pharmacy chains in the entire United States. And this is actually where part of the scam gets dark, because this partnership involved Walgreens using Theranos' Edison device to diagnose patients. But here's the deal, and this is kind of the encompassing issue with this entire situation. Theranos never had a working product. This Edison machine never worked as described.
Yo, it just took your blood? Yo, that's crazy.
They claimed with a drop of blood, you could have over 200 tests performed, but that was simply never the case. And not only could it not do that, what it did do was typically inaccurate. And obviously, when you're having inaccuracies medically at scale, you are going to have dire consequences. People getting misdiagnosed. And as a consequence, people could die. Now, for the medical victims, there is a bit of a silver lining, because Theranos knew that their machine was inaccurate and didn't work fully, if at all. And for that reason, they were sneakily doing third-party lab testing, essentially outsourcing their blood work to other companies that do legitimate blood work, which at least doesn't put patients at risk, but is fraud when you are telling investors that you are using a proprietary machine and you are still lying to medical patients. If you are telling them that, oh, yeah, you just need a prick of blood, and then you show up at the office and they're like, oh, actually, we need to draw blood for you, but not everybody. Only we need to draw blood from you, but everybody else gets a finger prick. Just in this situation, you need to get blood drawn. It is still deception in a medical setting, which is never okay.
Damn.
Investors that thought that they were getting in early to this revolutionary medical device, they were actually funding nothing of the sort. And that's where things begin to fall. Because in 2015, a whistleblower from within the Theranos company brought his concerns to a Wall Street Journal journalist. And together, they exposed the lies about the technology and how Theranos was using traditional lab equipment and lying about basically any real innovation. And this is when the floodgates opened, because the following year, in 2016, Walgreens terminated their partnership with Theranos and closed all of their in-store testing centers. And because of this, major investors began to withdraw from the company and even demanded their money back. And only a few years later, in 2018, criminal charges were placed. After a lengthy court proceeding where Elizabeth Holmes claimed her innocence confidently and proudly, she was eventually convicted of 3 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, which is honestly a bit light in my opinion. Regardless, she was sentenced to over 11 years in prison, where she currently resides to this day. So yeah, this is a heartbreaking story for many reasons. Elizabeth Holmes seemed like such a promising, bright, young entrepreneur, and on the surface seemed to pave a path for female entrepreneurs and the entire medical industry. However, in reality, she was just a female Steve Jobs wannabe with the craziest eyes you've ever seen and a complete disregard for investor funds, any sort of transparency, or for accurate results for the patients that they were working with. Investors were credited back whatever funds were currently available, and hundreds of people lost their jobs. As at their height, Theranos had over 800 employees. This story is a really great example of why you should never believe everything you hear. And just because somebody says a lot of fancy words and claims to do things that you don't understand definitely doesn't mean that they actually understand or can do what they're saying. But we still have one more scam to discuss in this video. If you've enjoyed this video so far about the craziest scams in human history and would like to see a part 2 with more crazy scams and Ponzi schemes, please either leave a like to show support on this video or literally comment below part 2. If the response is overwhelming, I will definitely make a part 2, because unfortunately there is more than enough insane scams to cover, and I simply can't put them all in one video. But now let's discuss the final entry on this video, the Enron scandal. So far we've discussed Ponzi schemes,
the Enron,
and for this final story we're discussing accounting scandals. Enron was an American energy, commodities, and service-based company based in Houston, Texas, and it was founded by Kenneth Blake. And if an energy, commodities, and service company sounds confusing, it is, and that kind of played into their favor. For simplicity, I'll refer to Enron as an energy company, but they did a lot under their corporate umbrella. Enron was born out of a merger between the Houston Natural Gas Company and Internorth, 2 relatively small energy companies that existed separately before they obviously merged. And from that merger in 1985 all the way up into the year 2000, Enron grew seemingly exponentially, and not only grew as an appetizing investment opportunity, but also appeared to be a great employment opportunity as well. And at their peak in 2001, Enron had over 20,000 employees, which is a lot of people whose livelihood depends on the success of your company. Your employees' medication, your employees' children's education, your employees' retirement fund, and their mortgage all depend on the income that they make from working for you. And the reason why I'm emphasizing this is for a reason we'll get into. From the merger until the year 2000, Enron seemed publicly to be able to do no wrong. And by the year 2000, almost everybody with a brain was investing in Enron because of how profitable and successful the company was. They were innovative when it came to commodities trading, and they appeared to be the top of their field. And Fortune magazine even named Enron America's most innovative company for 6 consecutive years in a row.
Damn.
So of course, there was nothing going on behind the scenes, right? You know what video you're watching. That obviously wasn't the case. Just look at this. From 1998 to 2000, this is what the stock price looked like. This is a very healthy, good-looking stock, right? Now, this is what the stock chart looks like from 2000 until the end of 2001. Yeah, from over $80 to under 80 cents in a year. Enron's house of cards also collapsed, but it wasn't because they were running a Ponzi scheme or they had a fraudulent product. It's because they were absolutely fraudulently manipulating their accounting to make their numbers seem way better than they actually were. They publicly disclosed false information to try to deceive investors and company stakeholders. And for a while, it worked, until it didn't. Let me give an example of one of the ways they manipulated their accounting to make their revenues look better than they were. In the year 2000, right before their bankruptcy and collapse, Enron actually signed a 20-year contract with Blockbuster. The goal was to develop an experimental online streaming service of sorts for videos, which, if it worked, could have been huge. But unfortunately, the technology never worked, and only a few years into this contract, Blockbuster actually ended the partnership. Here's the problem. Enron, at the beginning of the partnership, anticipated that this partnership would bring Enron over $100 million in revenue. So, on their projections and in their numbers, they added an extra $100 million. Although, in reality, the partnership brought nothing of the sort and was even ended shortly after. That's a massive oversimplification of that specific situation, although it kind of paints a picture of how they were trying to be as generous as possible when it came to their revenue numbers. Imagine the friend who always talks about the stuff they're gonna do, but you know they're never gonna do it. It's it's kind of like that, you know. They're counting money that's not actually in their hands yet, which in business and in life is extremely unwise. But Enron wasn't only fudging their revenue numbers, they were also hiding a lot of their debt. And they did this in a clever yet simple way. Essentially, they would take Enron's debt and pass it to side corporations that would literally only exist to hold debt. And this worked because on the balance sheet for Enron, that debt wasn't there. So let's just say for simple numbers, Enron had $100 in debt, but they only wanted to tell their investors they had $20 in debt. Well, they would have two side companies that would each hold $40 in debt, removing a total of $80 of debt out of Enron's accounting. This very deceptive strategy allowed Enron to essentially reduce 80% of their debt instantly without actually solving their money problems. Them over-reporting their revenue and under-reporting their debt gave millions of investors and thousands of employees false confidence in the company that they were either invested in or working for. Now, if you're familiar with publicly traded companies, you may be asking, how is this even possible? If you're publicly traded, you have to be audited. And well, they were audited. But the people that were auditing Enron were paid by Enron, and they were paid handsomely to not look too closely into things. And once again, this all began to fall apart when public scrutiny began to rear its ugly head. As in 2001, analysts and journalists both started questioning Enron's financial practices. And after further investigation, the truth came out, investors lost all confidence in the company, and the stock price collapsed within months. And unsurprisingly, in that same year, Enron filed for bankruptcy. And at the time, it was the largest corporate bankruptcy in U.S. history, and still is one of the largest of all time. The two primary people to blame for this entire situation were Ken Lay, the man who founded Enron initially through the merger, and the company's CEO, Jeffrey Skeeling. Because of this, both of these men were sentenced. Skeeling was sentenced 24 years, but only served 14, and also paid a $45 million fine. Ken Lay, on the other hand, actually ended up passing away at the age of 64 in between the time of trial and conviction. The collapsing house of cards for Ken Lay and Jeffrey Skeeling was one thing, and honestly, I don't feel bad for them at all. But who I do feel bad for are all the investors and the over 20,000 employees who not only lost their jobs in the company that was lying to the public, but also lost their entire retirement savings, which many of these employees had almost primarily in Enron stock, which was now worthless. That is adding insult to injury. Not only did you lose your job, but your only nest egg, your only savings, your only thing that can kind of, float you between jobs was also wiped out almost essentially in an instant. And keep in mind, these 20,000 employees, I'm sure plenty of them had families and plenty of them had kids, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of these people ended up getting divorced or even ended up ending their lives because of the stress of losing their career and their entire retirement because their boss couldn't tell the truth. And for investors that weren't employees at Enron, in total they lost billions of dollars due to this elaborate accounting fraud. And once this entire situation was fully made public, rules and regulations in regards to accounting for publicly traded companies were severely tightened up because the Enron accounting scandal proved quite obviously that there was massive gaps where fraud could easily happen. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. These three examples I told are definitely three of the craziest global scams to ever happen in human history, but they're definitely not the only major crazy scams to ever happen. If you want more, I'd be happy to provide. Just let me know in the comments below. If you're still looking for some Trust Me Bro content to watch, check out this video on screen. It's a video about the richest person from every state in the United States.
Woo!
The richest people from every state in the United States of America. Alabama.
Let's do it or what?
Jimmy Rain. Jimmy Rain is a 77-year-old billionaire with a net worth of $1.5 billion. What is he known for?
What is he known for?
Well, he's the founder and CEO of Great Southern Wood Preserving. I guess he's known for popularizing the lumber business by starring the cowboy Yellow.
Hold on. I might play Warzone. I haven't played in a minute. No matter what he lost because of COVID and saying comes up COVID last 2 weeks and my liver shit going away. She goes, she does your shit.
$26 on the.
Hell no, I'm not watching that shit. Hell no. Hell no. You cannot trust these motherfuckers, bro. You cannot trust anybody. All right, I might watch it. I don't know.
Fella in his commercials. Let me know if you've seen this guy. I'm Canadian, so I've never seen the yellow fella. And quick fun fact, Jimmy Rain is the only billionaire in Alabama, Alaska. Leonard Hyde. Leonard Hyde is the president of JL Properties, a commercial real estate development company in Anchorage, Alaska. Hyde has a net worth of $400 million and is actually tied for richest person in Alaska with his own business partner, Jonathan Rubini. Rubini is the CEO of JL Properties, and each of them own 50% of JL Properties. The company owns real estate in Anchorage, Florida, and Utah. And in their free time, they like throwing polar bears at poor people. I made that last part up, but it's kind of believable. Arizona. Ernest Garcia II. Ernest Garcia owns Drive Time Automotive, a used car retailer, and he is also the largest shareholder in Carvana, an online used car dealer founded by his own son, Ernest Garcia III. Ernest Garcia II has a net worth of $8 billion. And fun fact, in 1990, he pleaded guilty to bank fraud charges. Really cool stuff. Arkansas. Jim Walton. Jim Walton is the youngest son of Walmart's founder, Sam Walton, and him and his siblings have inherited a total of over $78 billion.
God.
Jim sat on Walmart's executive board for over a decade before he gave his seat to his son, and is now the chairman of the family's bank, Everest Bank Group, which has $26 million in assets. I know we're early in the list, but so far he is the first entry in the list who gained his sizable net worth through inheritance. California, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuck has a net worth of over $177 billion and is currently the third richest person in the world. He is the co-founder of Meta, the parent company that owns Facebook, Instagram. They still are just like the rest of us. Philip, for example, puts on his pants one leg at a time and shits just like everyone else. Get it? And shits. Okay, I spent most of my time on that joke, but Philip built his fortune by discovering an oil field in 1979 and by investing in railroads. He also founded a...
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it in my free time. I ain't gonna lie. I know you don't wanna watch it, but like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it in my free time, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, hold on. Should I do Omi or what? Should I do Omi? Do Omi or game? I think we should do Omi. Omi, bro. Let's do Omi. Chat relay. I like doing it. I want to talk to somebody. Let's just do it for a little bit. You know?
Not.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Ich möchte so richtig krassen Horror.
Yo.
Yo.
You're from Germany?
Yeah.
Can you teach me German?
No.
9.
Yeah. Sure. Good boy.
Alright, see you.
See you.
Nah, she was, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was waiting for her to skip me. She didn't want to skip me. Like, that's the thing. Like, should I clip these motherfuckers? Should I clip them? Should I? Should I? Or should I not? All countries.
Oh, hi.
Hi, what's up?
How are you? Just dat spet stijl en dan no.
What'd you just say to me?
She said you look like Theo. One.
Who?
This one person I know you really look like him.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, because he's not from your country.
Where am I from then?
He's from Latvia.
Oh, how is Latvia? Where is that? How do y'all know English?
We study in school.
Oh, cool.
And I know it since I was little.
Nice. So, is it like night? time?
It's 5 a.m.
Damn, you just woke up?
No, we didn't sleep.
Oh, why?
Cause we're not tired.
What'd y'all do last night?
We were sleeping.
But you said you didn't sleep.
My friend. Well, listen, my friend is Valerie. She's saying you're fine.
Oh, what?
My friend Valerie, she said you're fine.
Thank you. Who is that? Where is she? So I can talk to her.
No, she's on live. We're like in our our live is like watching 2 people. She's on her like friend's account. The account.
Like on
only
TikTok?
friends and stuff. No, Instagram. On a
Oh,
private account.
okay.
Fucking hell. Valerie said hi.
Hi, Valerie. You know my little sister name is Valerie?
How old is your little sister?
She's 10 years younger than me. She's 9.
You're 19?
Yeah. You're smart.
You know age is just a number, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How old are you? No. No. How old are y'all?
How old are you? Yes.
Ah. Minor, under 18.
Yeah.
Hell no. Fuck no.
Huh? I'm gonna touch you.
Machu chupa. Chupa pe muñaño. Chupape muñaño. Chupape muñaño.
Am I supposed to say it back?
Yo, just say the N-word, bro. Hey, Joe, you just gotta make people smile, man. Smile.
Smile.
Alright. That guy was weird. You didn't even talk, bro. Hey, at least I made him smile, bro. Let's go. Positivity. Smile.
Where the huzz at? I'm tired of the chuzz.
What?
I'm tired of the chuzz. I want some huzz.
No, that's cringe, bro. That's cringe. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He said, "I'm tired of the us. I want trust." Hold on. I gotta calm down, bro. I gotta calm down, bro. Like, this haircut is making me like I look like a different person, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's insane, mate. This is what I look like last week. Look at that. Yeah, that is true, huh? It's weird genetics. Yeah. Like, it's the same, but it's bigger. Blames in genetics. 100,000. like 100,000, bro.
Alright.
Oh my, wrong timing, bro. Wrong timing. All right, let's rizz up. Let's rizz up. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
What's up, my nigga? Huh? My man look fresh, eh?
Hey, I look fresh. You can't lie, bro.
Hey, fresh as fuck, bro. Yo, my bad.
That shit was. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, Guyana. Yo, where should we go, chat? Where should we go? Let's go to Florida, man.
My name is Yolani.
Ah.
Ay, ¿qué?
Hey, what's up, man?
This guy.
I don't want to.
Salam alaikum.
What do you mean, Salam alaikum? What is bro talking about?
What? What's your ethnicity?
You think I'm Muslim? Hell no.
He is.
No, Christ is king, bro.
Well, I love Jesus. He was a great prophet, but
You're Muslim too?
he was not God. Alhamdulillah.
I'm not Muslim. Peace be upon, you know.
Yeah, but
I'm not Muslim.
yeah, I got respect for you, man. But what's your ethnicity?
Oh, Mexican.
Your Mexicans look a lot like Middle Easterners, you know that?
Mexicans look like Middle Easterners.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's only for Europeans. Only Europeans see that.
Well, I'm not technically a European.
What are you, bro? What the fuck? Like, bro, what? Es streamer. Ese es un streamer. Eso es un streamer. Es un streamer. Who's in here? Who's in here? Say what's up.
Yo, Mr. Clean.
I'm fresh, right?
Yo.
I'm fresh, huh?
Yeah, give me that skincare routine, boy. Alright, don't be too gay, bro.
Alright. My bad.
Shit.
What?
I was about to fuck. Oh shit. Oh. Fuck.
Bro, just go to sleep, bro. It's like 1 a.m. for you or what? Hey, I go lie, bro. I'm kind of fresh. You can't lie. Even the Jewish guy understands. I'm kind of fresh, bro.
You're not.
Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not.
Yeah, I know I'm not, but I'm not saying that I'm fresh.
Okay. Now you're cool. My bad. Yeah, bro. Actually, no, you're not. You're Jewish, bro.
No, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, what the fuck? For real? You're from Israel, though.
Yeah, I'm Arab.
Oh. So Palestine, right? Alright, we'll just say that, alright? What the fuck? Bro smiled when I said that, like, what?
I just saw a guy shake his meat about. Yeah. That's my reaction. Chicken jockey.
Huh? Like, what the fuck? I can't delete that, but nah, these gooners in Europe, bro, they going crazy, bro. Hey, yo!
Juan.
He said, Juan. No, you can't get me. My name's not Juan. But that was a good one. Australia, bro, it always hits. Australia, Venezuela, but no. Bro, wish he was as fresh as me, bro. Come on, bro. Get right, bro. Yo! Yo, that was just a shadow, though.
Hello?
Hey. I thought I heard something.
It's my dog's and his toy.
So, what are they doing? Oh, come on, man.
Shut the fuck up, boulder hopper.
Bro, what are you? What the fuck? Like, oh, wait, what? Alright. We're not gonna let anybody say that shit, alright? We're gonna go to Mexico.
Hola, nene.
Hey.
Mi padre hermoso.
Woo!
Di marido.
Cállate. A ver, yo le hablé primero.
What the fuck? I have a green card. Hey, I have a green card. I have a green card.
Hey, where are you a citizen? We have a green card too.
It says Mexico, though.
Because right now we're in Mexico, but we go to school in the United States. Yeah, we're from Texas.
Oh, cool. Nice. I thought you were joking. Oh. So, y'all on spring break?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Well, we already have it. We already had spring break.
So, what are y'all doing in Mexico?
Party. It's the weekend.
Oh, you just traveled to Mexico, like, for the weekend?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all got money?
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Okay, so who here knows Spanish the most?
We all know Spanish. Like, we all have a perfect Spanish.
Really?
Yes.
Everyone's bilingual? Okay, good. Alright, so are y'all, like, still in school?
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, what do y'all study?
No, like, we're in high school.
Huh? Yo, Kick. Yo, Kick, I didn't choose these minors. He said high school? That's 18 and under, bro. Yo. Where should we go? Where should we go? Let's go to Argentina. Hey, what's up? Come on, bro. Hey, what's up, mate? Bro. Hey. Oh, it's working on a Saturday, bro. Fuck. Damn. Hey, we cannot have that gay shit. Okay, good.
Ah.
Huh.
You're scared.
Yeah, me. Scary. Why?
I love. Okay. What?
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 What, man?
What happened?
No, man, it's just I love Messi.
Do you love Messi? Me too.
Messi's the best.
His dick. The dick of Messi is so beautiful.
Okay, but like, not that far, bro. Come on, bro. Not that far, bro. Like, bro, do not do that, bro. Come on, that's kind of gay. Come on, bro. I can't, bro. I'm getting no girls, bro. I'm getting no bitches. Like yesterday, I was getting hella bitches, bro. I swear, bro. 2 days ago, I had hella. It was crazy. It was like they were calling my name, bro. They call my name right here. Watch. I feel it. Luxembourg. Boom. What did I tell you?
Release me.
What? What the fuck? Why is everyone laughing at me? What the fuck? What did I do? It's like, what are you laughing at me, bro? Like, what am I doing wrong, bro? Stop smoking, bro. Gang to gang, bro. Stop smoking, bro.
How does nigga know I smoke?
Bro, you're coughing.
Okay, I can't cough.
And there's like fucking shit around you. Ah, yeah. Stop smoking, bro. Yeah, you're cooked, man.
Hey, this shit can last me
Man, fuck that shit.
a month, bro.
You're breathing like nothing.
Like, bro, it can last me a month, bro. Got some Raz juice, bro.
Oh my, that's just literally called Mr. Fog.
And look, bro.
Look at that shit, so fucked up.
That shit full, bro.
That shit gonna be your lungs, the packaging. You can't even read it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, I tried helping him, bro. I said okay. Come on, bro. It's actually crazy, bro. It's like yeah, wait.
Hola, I'm high. Ninix. Okay.
Let's go to Venezuela, bro. Hola, ¿cómo están?
Hola, bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien.
Qué bueno.
No muy bien.
No, muy bien. Tenéis cara de que se habla ahí español bien.
Más o menos.
¿De dónde eres?
Estados.
¿De dónde?
El Estados Unidos Norte.
Okay.
Parece chino usted.
Pareces chino.
No, 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 no soy. Mexicano.
Ah, es mexicano. Ah.
Ah. Come on, bro. I have negative aura. 400,000. I don't know. Someone call me like, where should I go? Yo, you got a new camera? You get a new camera? No, I didn't. I think this camera's just good. No, I didn't. What, does this camera look good? I know, bro. I look fresh. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I look fresh, bro. Haircut will change your life, bro. It's crazy, bro. You should have seen me last week. Oh, we just play Call of Duty, bro. Fuck. Come on, say something. Gosh, bro, I don't understand, bro.
Oh. He kind of looks like the Lion King. Like the actor. Do you know what I mean? Do you know who I'm talking about?
The slick back. Ooh.
I love your slick back. You look like that guy from Total Drama Island. Alejandro.
Wait, who?
Alejandro from Total Drama Island. Hold on, don't skip here. I need to show them what you look like.
I was holding, bro. I was holding. Whew. 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 Damn. On the baddie. Woo. God. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. The camera does not do you justice. Like, I got negative risk today, bro. I thought, like, if I said it, you know. Yo, I actually thought, like, today was the day because I looked fresh. And, like, I have negative risk. Like, you should have seen the clips. They're all laughing at me. They were all like, it's crazy, bro. This is fucking crazy. Alright, that was funny. Yo, I look.
Bro, it should look good, bro.
Yo, you look fresh too, bro. Don't let nobody say none.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
No cap. Alright, bro. Let's go to Alien Eye, baby. Alien Eye, baby. Whoa. Hi. What? What? I'm not famous. Like, what? Nah, for real, tell me, like, for real.
Why you so fine, dude?
Was that a guy? Whoa. Well, my ears. Hold on. wait. Ayo, I know it look crispy, but like, was that a guy? Was that a guy? That might have been a guy, bro. I'm gonna clip that, bro. That was kind of funny. Oh. Nah, I look fresh. I know. Let's go to like Spain, Portugal. Yo, I'm gonna just come here and say Messi's better. Messi better, bro. Alright, yeah, he knows. People are different vibes, bro.
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo está el
It's like every time, bro, they laugh and shit. Like, it's funny, bro.
What's good, bro? Okay, skip me then. I'm not a woman. You probably don't even speak English. Come on, answer me. Oh, that's been you.
Gay.
You wanna talk? Fuck you then.
Let's go. Made him skip first.
Some fine shit, okay?
Oh, some fine shit.
My friend said you cute, but you can keep him.
Who, me?
Yeah. My
No.
friend.
What? Oh, no. How old are you?
I'm 13, she 14.
Alright. Kick. I'm not a pedophile. Not. I do not know. No. Oh my god. I'm on thin ice, bro.
It's raps for you, black boy.
Bro, you're funny, bro. Huh?
Mexican Jake from State Farm. It's not even racist, bro. We got a white one, we got a black one. We need Mexican.
Nah, you're funny, bro. You're funny. Nah, you're cool. Alright, that was funny, but like, why you smoke, bro?
What up, fool?
Hey, yo, Jit, what's good, slime?
What's up, fool?
Well, I'm gonna try to get like a 50 second clip. We get 50-second clip. Watch. Alright. Lock in. I don't care who it is, alright? Let's go. Whoa. What are y'all dancing to?
Hello.
Alright, bro. You have 15 seconds, bro. Say whatever you want.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
What the fuck?
17. Oh no.
Come on. You're a Jew.
What?
No, pre-Palestine. Wait, oh shit, I gotta go.
Wait, 15 seconds, man.
Nah, your time's up, man. See ya.
Are you recording me?
Yeah, see ya, bro. You're cool, though. You're cool. See ya.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it again. Let's do that shit again. That was kind of fun. Yo, you got 15 seconds. Say whatever you want.
20 seconds to say the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, say something.
Say something.
Alright, there. He's cooked. Hey, yo, bro. Hey. Yo, you have 15 seconds to say something. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Table, I don't know, window, mouse, sky, sun,
And 3, 1, bye. Come on, bro. Nah, that's kind of... Nah, I gotta think of something. I'll do like... Something like that. I don't know. Should I do it one more time? Like, should I give him 30 seconds? 15 seconds. Ooh, he almost said it. Alright, we're gonna do it again. Alright, bro, you have 15 seconds. Say whatever you want.
Bye.
Come on. Fucking weirdos, bro. Let me get a girl, bro. I think Colombia. Every time I go to Colombia, I get a baddie. Boom, what I tell you, bro?
Hola.
Boom, what I tell you, bro? Hi. Hi.
Hi. Vas a sacar mis discursos de inglés.
Yo hablo español.
Yo hablo español. Ah,
Poco.
yo ya iba a sacar mis discursos de inglés, ¿eh?
Go. What? Wait. Please. Wait.
¿Qué?
Rate me 1 out of 10.
Ah. España, español. No entiendo. Speaking Spanish.
Come on.
Okay.
How do you not understand? Rate me 1 out of 10.
Califícame del 1 al 10. Ah, 7.
All that for nothing.
No. ¿Ah?
Huh?
8.
8?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You too. Boom!
Porque quitaron mi tomar el sábado pasado.
Alright, we're done. Oh my, that's a minor. Oh nah. Yeah, but we can't lie. Colombia got the biddies. Like, you can't lie, bro. Alright, I'm gonna play Warzone for like 20 minutes and then hop off. Cause like, bro, there was nobody. I was on here for like 30 minutes on Omi. Couldn't find anybody. I need some IRL. Alright. I am so lonely. I have nobody.
EG, his entertainment company which owns major...
Come on. Come on, bro. Bro, this guy. Hell nah. No! No, what the fuck? Tries? Oh, I thought they were in the lobby together. About to say. Kind of loud, no? Kind of loud, no? Is it loud?
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly. Enemy soldier incoming.
Guarda por ahí, cuidado. No, deja.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone. Enemy dropping into the AO. You're clear to engage all hostiles. Supply box is marked. Secure those locations. One supply box down. 2 remain.
Gotta lock in real quick. What?
2 supply boxes secured.
What
1
the
remaining.
fuck? I didn't get shit. And that fool died.
Contract complete. All supply boxes secured.
What the fuck?
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
UAV available for tasking.
Pido reconocimiento acá.
Oh, it's right here. Oh my pot. Oh nah.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I'm lagging. What? I'm lagging, bro. Oh god, I'm lagging, bro. Oh my gosh.
Fight for your life. Be ready. You're next. Earn redeployment or die trying.
I had the most kills. No, I didn't. Loady, loady.
Loadout drop headed your way. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Damn, damn.
Vamos para acá, guarda por ahí, cuidado.
Dun 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 dun.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located. Squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture. Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Vamos para acá.
Your squad makes it to the safe zone.
Vamos para acá. Nada, deja. Nada, deja. Nada, deja.
No way. That's funny. I'm gonna get that shit. I don't give a fuck.
There's a bounty on your head. Eliminate hostiles and secure supply
Vehículo
caches to
marcado.
get rid of it.
Boom. 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 Boom.
Corre mal.
That's what I wanted, bro. Oh my, you're so lucky. Never mind. That's funny. UAV.
UAV standing by.
Pido reconocimiento acá.
Up, up.
LDVR ready for launch.
That's funny as shit.
Me dispararon.
That shit funny.
Targets are in strike. No casualties. Objective secure. Well done.
More loadouts?
Drop inbound. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Acá hay contrato.
20 bomb or what?
You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to closing.
Ten bandos.
UAV available for tasking.
All squad
Pido
mates are in the
reconocimiento
safe
acá.
zone.
Boom.
Vamos para acá.
Moving.
Damn, they got his ass.
Guarda por ahí, cuidado.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
This game is fun.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Where?
Cayó.
What the fuck? Money, money, money. Ah. Shit, I'm gonna get this one. Oh, oh.
No, me dejó re mal. Listo, de vuelta a la cancha.
That was not mine? That was mine. Damn, bro. We shitting on everybody. Someone's gonna fire.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Bro just gave himself up.
Me lastimaron.
What?
Mucho mejor.
Supply box secured. Move to the next one.
I can get that motherfucker.
dispararon. Objetivo eliminado.
One supply
Sneako
box
posted.
remaining. Move to secure. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Shit, I need that UAV.
UAV standing by.
Pido reconocimiento acá.
Precision airstrike available. Enemies are dropping into the
Mando el
area.
ataque acá.
Watch the skies.
What did you just call me? What was my nickname?
Glockman.
You just called me Glockman?
I said it's very Glockman of you.
It sounds like a superhero.
Yeah. That's
Glockman.
Nah, I think it already is. I had 17 kills.
Watch your fire! Friendly loadout drops on the way. Your squad Enemy down! to redeploy.
Oh shit.
Locked down. Area's clear. Only 25 left. Keep up the good work. Enemy soldier incoming. Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Me lastimaron.
Damn. How? How the fuck? What the fuck, bro? I knew they were up here, bro. Oh my god. Wow.
You've made it to the top 10. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Moving here. Contract was compromised. Stand down. Supply cache locations are resecured. We lost that contract.
No way I came back.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
How the fuck I come back? Hold.
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 Pause. Oh my. Nigga. Get the fuck out. Fuck. Nigger. Swear, bro. Every single time, bro. It's you, fool. Fuck off, bro. What, fool? Look at you. Look at your face. Shut up. Faggot.
Shut up.
Faggot. Faggot. The fuck up.
Ew.
Ew. God, bro, you're annoying as shit, dude. You're annoying as shit, bro. Fuck out of here, Brokey. Brokey. Fuck out of here. Failed boxer. Fuck up. Oh. Shit not funny, bro. Not a joke, bro. Not a fucking joke, bro.